Alright, let's play some pool.
Alright, I'll break. I'll get it. Oh, sorry about that. Has that ever happened to you? If so, then it's a good thing you're watching this video. Because we're going to show you some basic ways to hold your pool stick, 3 basic types of pool, and a couple ways to make it more fun than it already is. I can never get enough, and every time I step up in the first thing we're going to show you about on how to play pool is how to hold your stick. The first way I'm going to show you is called the thumb saw. So first you take your thumb against your fist and make kind of like a crevice for your stick to slide into. Then you put your fist on the table, put your stick back into the crevice, and it should give you a nice shot.
Okay, the next hold I'm going to show you is a classic hold. I call it the board hold. What you're going to do is you're going to take your index, and your middle finger, and you're going to place them up against the board. You're going to put your stick in between your index and middle finger, just like this. This way it's not like the thumb saw or anything else, just because you don't have to use your finger to hold your stick. You use the board to hold it. This will actually give you a really good shot if you're a beginner.
Alright, this next hold is called the loser, because Alex uses it. Nah, I kid Alex. Seriously. Alright, so it's called the loser because you make an L with your hand, put it right down on the table, and put your stick under your thumb. Then you put it kind of like this, because your forefinger is just to steady it. Like so. And then this gives you a nice like rotation, so you can move it wherever you want, and it should give you a decent shot. Though there are variations on this shot. You can curl up your fingers like that, or just keep it regular.
Okay, now none of these holds will be effective especially if you're Connor, unless you learn how to properly chalk your stick. This chalk just simply helps you get a smoother hit on the ball. What you do is you take the little indent right here, you put it on the tip of your stick, and rub it in. This will actually, although it doesn't look like much, since the tip of this is really smooth, it roughs it up so you get a more solid shot. Ooh. Just missed.
Everybody hands go up! The first thing you have to know before we tell you about any of these games is that the only ball that your stick can make contact with is the cue ball. You can tell it apart from all the other balls because it's the only one that has no numbers on it and no color. It's just plain white. So your goal in all of these games is going to be to try to hit it with your pool stick and knock it into other balls to try to get them into the stick's pocket. And they stay there! And they stay.
The first game we're going to show you is called 9-ball. The goal of the game is to hit every ball in numerical order 1 through 9. So if I were to take the first shot and get the 1 ball in, then Connor will take the next shot and try and get the 2 ball. However, there is a catch. If I were to miss the 1 ball on the first shot, then Connor would have to get the 1 ball, and so on and so forth. To demonstrate, it looks like this.
Got the 1 ball in. Now it will be my turn to try to get the 2 ball in. I did.
Got 2. And 3, so that would make it, I have to get 4.
So it keeps going on like this, and you go all the way up to 9.
Yeah, and they stay there.
The next game I'm going to tell you about is called 8-ball. Though it has a very similar name to 9-ball, it's not to be confused because they're 2 very different games. One of the first differences you'll notice is that in our triangle here, we're using all 15 balls instead of just 1 through 9. Also, when we set them up this way, I like to put the 8 ball in the middle, which is very important because you don't want to get it in on the first try, as we'll explain.
For 8-ball, you do not have to get them in numerical order. All you have to do is get them in either stripes or solids. And how you determine who is stripes and who is solids is on the break. Now the break is the first hit of the game. And if say I got a stripe in first on the break, then I would be stripes for the whole game, and Connor would be solids.
Also, even though I'm solid, I am not going to try to get the 8 ball in until last. And even though Alex is striped, he also has to get to the 8 ball in, but not until he has all of his other stripes in.
Here's how it looks. And here's the break.
Another key aspect is, if you don't get the 8 ball in, if you do get the 8 ball in before your other balls, it's a penalty and you automatically lose. So here's what it's going to look like. This is the break. Alright, I didn't get any yet. Let's say Alex got the stripe in. I would make him stripes for the whole game and me for solids for the whole game.
Cause all I do is win, and if you...
Okay, now, our third and final game is called Straight Pool. It is actually combined aspects from 8 ball and a little bit from 9 ball, more from 8 ball. Okay, our game here, we have the balls shaped in the triangle formation, and not in any particular order. The goal is here is same as 8 ball. On the break, you decide who strikes your solids, but there's no key on how you put them in or what one you get in last. It's actually the most commonly played game, and it's probably the easiest because it combines the less thinking.
Alright, what did it shoot? I got none in.
Oh,